Welcome to the Dan and Kody podcast.
This is the Dan and Kody podcast.
Toy boat.
The arsonist had oddly shaped feet.
This is the Dan and Kody podcast.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Saddle up, partner.
Yo, how's your week?
Week's great. Prepping for a big week next week. We got some big special shoot stuff for work, so that's
Nice.
busy. That's keeping me really focused.
Nice.
But week's good.
I want to say to our Facebook people and Twitter followers and Instagram people and people who have subscribed to the podcast, please review us on iTunes.
Yeah, reviews.
Review us. Give us 5 stars.
Five stars.
If you haven't heard anything, who cares? Just fucking lie and say we were really great.
If you haven't heard anything, give us 5 stars.
Just give it to us.
We want it, and we deserve it because we're people just like you.
Yeah.
And we'd go over to your house and give you 5 stars.
There's like 8 billion podcasts in the world. Just give us 5 stars.
5 stars, 8 billion. We're on that pathway with you.
And follow us on Facebook. We got a lot of content on there.
We do. We got some content.
A lot of GIFs.
Tell me about the content, Dan.
There's so many GIFs.
We got
funny
GIFs.
things.
We got GIFs.
I'm making memes.
Oh, Dan is a meme master.
I'm sharing weird videos.
The weirdest videos you've ever seen.
It's astronomical. We're sharing like breaking Hollywood news.
Breaking. Oh, what happened? Who did what with who? Dan and Kody are getting it to you.
So we're news. We're funny. I don't want to toot our own horns.
Well, I don't know about funny, but I'll tell you what, we sure are friendly.
We are very friendly. So, and we monitor that page all the time. So we want you to tell us what you want us to talk about because we will do it. Ask Easton. We talked about her stuff.
Easton, you know who you are. You repping us real proudly there in Missouri.
Yeah.
And we want to thank you for that. We want to thank all our fancy listeners.
Put it in the comments. I will talk about anything.
Dan will. It's
Anything.
almost uncomfortable.
Anything you've ever thought of, I will do it.
He'll do it.
I promise.
I'll say, that makes my tummy hurt, and Dan will keep talking about
Let's
it.
say, nope. Bring on that tummy ache.
Fearless. You've seen Batman punch people in the face. Watch Dan talk about something that makes your stomach turn.
Let's do this, man. Who is this strange gentleman to my right?
So a while back, let me do the fair introduction. So a while back, we've had a good couple conversations about a good friend of mine who is known in Idaho or the Boise region, Boise, Idaho region, Western Idaho, as Handy J.
Handy J.
Street Meat.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yay! Handy J. Jordan.
Are you sure it wasn't bitch
Harris.
calves?
No,
I thought
bitch
it was
calves. Bitch calves. Jordan, don't be so hard on
Oh,
yourself.
he has the
got
other
bitch calves.
tattoo.
Yeah, he's my doppelganger, my
Yes.
tattoo ganger.
They've united.
We've combined our tattoo powers, and we have brought forth magic.
Yeah, we usually when we meet up, we'll take the dual calf shot.
Yeah, you got to make them touch.
We've done that
It's
once.
pretty adorable. I think we did it twice.
Yeah,
You've
right.
We
made them
hated
touch.
it.
Yeah.
Me and Marshall, we got the same tattoo, and
Nice.
every now and then we make them touch. You
Oh,
gotta.
very nice. You got to get the power in the.
Is it like a Wonder Twins thing?
Yeah, it's like a bro. It's a bro thing. It's not gay at all.
Well, I've known Jordan
No
I've known Jordan for about 10 years now in my life, maybe 11, and he has been a very good friend of mine. He is known for being outspoken. He's very thoughtful in
this
his
his
mind.
I feel like he's building me up a lot
No,
here.
I'm not. He's very thoughtful in his mind, but he doesn't think about people's feelings.
He's
so he
strong.
says what he wants to, which I love about him. He doesn't sugarcoat anything. If he thinks it sucks, he'll be like, it sucks.
Yeah, don't you?
So
sugarcoat it.
that's one of the best things about Jordan.
Is he the one who shot you in the leg?
No, that's Clay.
That's Clay.
We'll get him
Okay.
on one day. He's a piece of garbage.
Well, at least you didn't shoot him. That's
No.
good.
Well, not yet. I mean, there's still time.
There's still time, man.
Jordan didn't shoot a gun until a couple years ago, and now he's a huge fan of guns. And he owns how many guns?
Well, I mean, I'm in Idaho. You kind of have to own a gun. I have 3.
Is it a big gun?
You
state?
have 3 guns now?
Yeah.
What happened to you?
What guns?
I'm someone that don't.
What do you do? All of a sudden, you decide to be Charlton Heston?
I don't know, man. Like it's Idaho.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What kind of guns do you
Oh,
got?
they're just 22s. I originally bought them because I thought, hey, they're cheap and like I can go shooting whenever I want because I can afford it. But now, like, you can't find 22 anywhere. Because,
Really?
Yeah. Like, I mean, again, like I don't think anyone in LA has a gun. But if you did, if you went to the Cabela's that probably doesn't exist in LA, there wouldn't be any 22 because these like crazy end of the world people like stock up on it.
Yeah, I was looking into getting a gun. I haven't yet, but that was one of my buddies. My buddy Art. What's up, Art?
What up?
In Nevada. He was telling me like there's a certain type of bullet you want to stay away from because if shit does hit the fan, you might run out. They might not be around, and then your gun that only takes this bullet is useless.
Yeah, but all guns are that way, though. They all carry a certain
but
size.
22 is like the most common. So the people that think the world's going to end, they stock up on 22 because they think that's going to be the new like currency of the future.
Yeah, like trading rounds and
Yeah.
So, but is it 9mm? That's like
9mm is like pretty common, but like it's a lot bigger. Like I think I'll probably get in trouble for saying. I think it's a police issue, but I don't really know. I'm a bad Idahoan. I don't know my guns that well.
boo.
Yeah, you're
I bet he's a
knowledgeable,
liberal. Damn it.
but you're knowledgeable enough to go out and buy them and own one.
That's
Yeah, it's
it.
really easy. You just give them money and they give you a gun.
Oh.
So
How long did you have to wait?
I don't know, like 10 minutes, something like that.
No, there's
10
no,
minutes? What does that mean?
No,
you
you
mean
just
they
go
took
in.
it out
You
of the
just go into
box?
Cabela's, and you're like, I like that gun, and they're like, please fill this out, and you fill out some stuff, and they make like a couple phone calls.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're really doing anything. They might just be pretending to make a phone call because like they want people to feel safe. But
Like,
yeah,
is
then
this
they're like,
guy
yeah,
good?
you're good. Yeah, here's your gun, man.
And you just the same day.
Yeah, like I didn't even really like know anything about guns, and they're like, but they did tell me they're like, this gun's not good for home protection. Like I just want to go to the range and shoot stuff. They're like, okay, well, it's like a little gun,
Yeah.
so you might want to invest in something else.
Does Idaho have all the magazine restrictions that California
I don't
does?
think we have any restrictions whatsoever. I think
No, that's
they're,
not true.
just
they're
have
like
a
they're like
fucking
passing
drum.
they're like passing laws that like anyone can have a concealed weapons permit, and like they passed a law that says like professors on campuses can have guns, which like none of the students and none of the schools want.
Right.
I think you can look it up in University of Idaho. One of the teachers shot themselves in their class with their own gun.
On purpose?
No. I don't think most people shoot themselves. No, I think they literally shot their own foot. Yeah.
Damn. There's a famous like YouTube video of a cop in a classroom with a bunch of kids, and he shoots himself in the foot, and he's like all the kids are freaked out, the teachers are freaked out, and he's like, now see kids, that's why you got to be careful, and like the teachers and the kids are like, just stop talking about guns. Are you all right? And he's like, I'm okay. I've shot myself.
As he's bleeding and it's
Yeah,
pumping
he's like
blood out of his
bleeding
body.
out of his foot.
Wow.
It's funny as shit.
So, Jordan,
Yeah.
give us a little background about yourself.
All right.
Where are you from? What do you do?
I've been in Idaho for a long enough time that unfortunately I have to say I'm from Idaho.
Well, you don't have to say unfortunately. Trust me, it's a special
Most
place.
people don't like when they hear Idaho, they don't think like amazing things. But Boise's a pretty solid place. I've been there for. I'm 31. I've been there since I was like 7, so a long time. I work for a health system, and I'm one class away from my master's. And so,
Nice.
yeah, things are good.
Masters.
What's that?
Masters?
Masters.
Masters.
Yeah, health science.
Masters. Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, you don't get a title. I wish you got like a title like Master Harris, like like Dr. Harris, but that's not a thing. So.
I think the whole master thing kind of went out with
Education.
It's kind of a loaded word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Master.
Master. Yeah, Masters went out with slavery.
Yeah. Hello, masters.
Oh,
Master J.
Master J.
That's good. It sounds like a rapper.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
good.
Master J. Master P.
So, yeah, exactly. It's like the what is it? You're the master of something. You finally have a degree that shows that you're the master of something.
That's when you get the get the scarf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get the scarf.
I think there's like a special hat or something too. I'm not really sure.
It's the one that looks like a baker, or is that doctors? I think doctors get that baker's hat.
The more education you have, the more like poofy the hat is. Like a bachelor's, like the flat hat.
Right.
Yeah. But then you start looking like you're wearing like a couch cushion on. Like,
Your
on
head becomes a muffin.
You start looking like Wendell from Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Exactly.
I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Well, I mean, Jordan, this is your second Masters, right?
I don't believe that's true, Kody.
Well, I believe in Idaho.
Double Masters.
You are known as BJM.
God.
The blowjob master.
The blowjob master.
Can we talk like how
getting
how that was invented?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it BJM and then an asterisk getting them?
Oh no!
I mean, that would be more accurate.
It
of
would.
course.
Would it really?
Yeah, I don't remember ever giving a blowjob.
Well,
but
I mean,
no,
like,
we're in DC, just walking around, and I remember like Kody was doing his like Kody show thing where he like takes control of the situation, you know.
Sure.
And like we somehow were talking about nicknames, and Kody was like explaining how clever he is, and he's like, I can give you a nickname just right now, BJM, blowjob master. and so I mean the fact that
what are you, the Sorting Hat from Harry Potter?
Yeah, it's
I
like-
really am
that.
for nicknames.
Gryffindor.
and so of course
Blowjob master.
of course because we're best friends, like things that he says, they really get under my nerves, and so I reacted, of course, and so then it became like a big thing. But I mean,
Right.
Cody's literally the only person like in this world that calls me that.
Did you try to refute it? Like,
No, he did.
not
He
take
did.
it?
And he did. And I had said to him, I'm like, don't be upset.
It's an honor.
It is an honor.
an
You're the
honor.
master of something.
I'm Kody. It's an
hard.
honor.
It is.
When you get a nickname and you hate it, I think it's almost beneficial to pretend that you like it, because
true.
then it won't
Yeah.
stick.
Yeah,
But like
that
the more
would've
you
been
fight
logical,
it,
yeah.
the more you fight it, the more your friends are like, nope. We had one of my fraternity brothers, Mark. His nickname was fucking Boner, and he hated
Oh,
it.
yeah, I'd hate the nickname Boner.
That's like a
too.
classic fraternity nickname, though.
Yeah,
to be
but
fair.
Silver Spoon's Boner, not because he has a huge cock or anything. But
Silver
That's
Spoon's
unfortunate.
Boner.
Yeah.
You think it's Silver Spoons or Growing Pains? Growing Pains was Boner. Boner's
Was
the
it?
bone. Yeah.
It's not Silver Spoons?
No, well, and maybe Silver Spoons had somebody by the name of Boner, but I thought
Like Kirk Cameron. Right?
Kirk Cameron's best friend in
Okay.
Growing Pains was Boner Stabone.
Then it's Growing Pains.
Then it's Boner. Yeah.
Yeah, but he hated it, but sure enough, it stuck. So you gotta act like you love it, and then it won't.
Well, again, like I actually have a nickname in Boise that people
Handy
call me.
J.
That
He
also
is
not that.
self-anointed. You
The
gave
Handy
yourself
J.
that name, though.
No. When you gave me street meat, blowjob
No, I didn't-
master,
I didn't
or
give you
hand
street
shake,
meat.
you're like, those are the three options.
Our
Which one's
friend,
the best?
our friend Eric gave you street meat.
You tripled him. You triple sorting hat.
No. I gave no. Our mutual friend that we had by the name of Eric, he gave Jordan the nickname Street Meat.
Okay.
And then that kind of came in with the blowjob master. And then Jordan's like, you know what? I don't want the nickname. This is the nickname I want. I'm real handy around the house. I want to be like Handy J.
I said
like
that,
Handy J.
I said
That's
that was
what you
like the
want?
least name. I think I was probably implying that at least had like some relevance on my name.
Totally, it has complete relevance.
But
I don't know. Anyway, no one calls me any of those three.
What's the big nickname that they call you now?
Harry?
Harry
Yeah.
Very English.
Well, the last name's Harris and the beard, and there's that.
Yes.
But they in Idaho, do they have street meat?
I mean, they sell meat on the side of the street sometimes.
Really?
Usually, like
Not
in
like
a taco
fresh meat.
form.
We're
but,
like taco meat.
Because in LA, the big thing is the LA street meat. They call it's the bacon wrapped hot dogs. The shit is
Oh,
delicious.
really? Okay, I haven't
sound
tried
really
it.
good.
A bacon wrapped hot dog.
Dude, yeah.
Anything wrapped in bacon.
If you go to any sporting event in LA, there will be these lovely Latin women with carts with like
Street meats.
butane
Yeah.
under them, and they're cooking up hot dogs that are wrapped in bacon, and they got peppers, and the shit is fucking amazing. It's
Really?
delicious. Yeah.
Jordan and I were thinking tomorrow of going to the Natural History Museum by USC. You think they're going to have some street meat down there?
They may.
I want to get a picture with
I mean, they
Jordan
have
putting some
streets.
street meat in his
They
mouth.
just may. But it's absolutely delicious, the street meat. And they call it LA street meat or street dog.
Okay, we'll have
So-
to check that out.
Yeah.
Maybe I can just Google map that.
Street dog is a good nickname.
Street dog.
Street dog.
Street dog dangerous.
I'm definitely not like
What up, street
at
dog?
all thugging up for the name Street Dog. Like I'm pretty white.
We
so.
can give Michael the nickname Street Dog.
Yeah, because he's a hustler.
Street Dog. What you
Yeah.
playing? World of Warcraft over there? Or are you watching our levels? You're watching porn.
Madeline's in the front room, Michael. So please just keep it down to a.
Do you have any nicknames?
I've got tons of nicknames.
I have one I enjoy for Kody.
Yeah, go ahead, Jordan. Throw it out there. I know you want to.
Cody Wood.
Cody Wood.
Cody Wood.
Because he's a big time Hollywood guy now, obviously. So
Yeah, big time.
That
Obviously.
works.
Yeah.
What's up, Cody Wood?
What's going on, Dan?
The as I listen to these back, I've noticed that I call you Codester a lot.
You do
I don't
call me
know-
Codester,
I
but
don't
I've
know-
had Codester before.
I don't know where that comes from.
Codester, Codeman,
you've had K Fresh too.
Kodalak,
Kodalak.
K-Fresh. I kind of self-anointed that as like a joke.
Yeah, you would do that.
I did do that. And I had Pussy.
Pussy.
That
We're
was one
not
of
saying
that was,
what people called, like name called you.
Oh, well, that was a nickname. That's what they called me for like 4 straight
I don't think
years.
that was a term of
Pussy.
endearment,
Yeah,
there, man.
and it beat me down to a point where I was like crying all the time, and it was during my formative years. And the guy that shot me, Clay, he was one of the big guys behind the whole pussy ordeal
the
between
pussy
the years
movement?
between 1998 and 2002. Those were some rough years. I had to, but actually, it made me a lot stronger. I appreciate being called a pussy
Cody
during
and
that time period.
Frederick, a.k.a.
Pussy.
Pussy.
They would actually do that. What you just said.
Really?
Cody Frederick, a.k.a. Pussy. And then they had a song for me. It was called Attention. and because when I was much younger, I was very unstable. And as I'm not unstable anymore, but when I was younger, they'd go, attention, attention, he really needs attention, and if he doesn't get it, he's gonna go crazy. And
That still seems kind of true, to be honest.
so they would. Does that seem true?
They wouldn't end it
like
with
attention.
pussy.
No, they wouldn't end it with pussy. That would have really put the icing on the cake.
Oh
though.
man. Well,
Yeah,
you
it
are-
was strange. I had a group of friends where we just tried to make each other cry all the time. So that was a
Were you that
strange.
bored in Blackfoot?
They were that bored. I felt
Kids
it
are
was great.
mean.
Oh, kids are
they are pretty much the
vicious.
worst.
They are so mean.
Have you ever had? Who was your worst enemy growing up, and why?
Man, I don't. I didn't have many enemies. I think I was the enemy of
Really?
other people. Yeah,
You were
I was
the
sort of
bully?
a bully.
Is there
in
anybody you
middle
want to
school.
apologize to right now?
Yeah, all those people that I made fun of. I did some making fun of in middle school and stuff.
Oh, that's a weird that time period between ages 11 and 14 is a dangerous time.
Yeah, I mean, my parents were getting. I blame it on my parents. They got divorced, and I started acting out. But that like helped me like be the class clown and that I am. Like I would like rip on people for other people's enjoyment. So a lot of people, like only one person would be affected negatively. The rest of
You did it for the greater good.
I did it for the group. Yeah, exactly.
It's a very presidential decision you made.
Yeah. But I mean, growing up with the name Daniel and Karate Kid, everyone would call me like Danielson.
Danielson. Man,
Wax on, wax off, Danielson.
did that bother you?
No, it was just like, dude, it's the Karate Kid, man.
Yeah, he's a hero. I mean,
Yeah,
He is.
yeah.
he's cool.
The Crane. How about you, Jordan? Worst nickname growing up? Did you have it and there's somebody you want to get back at right now? You can.
Not really. I mean, unlike this guy, like everyone else, like got made fun of in middle school. I don't remember having a specific name, but
You had some bullies.
yeah, I mean, isn't that what middle school's all about?
Of course. I lived in Bullies,
Yeah, it's-
Bully City.
Middle school is where people like learn what social classes are.
It's true.
It's your first like sorting.
Yes, it is. It really is.
Yeah, before that, it's like everyone's like magically the same and everyone gets
Yeah.
along because it's grade school. And then you get to like middle school and it's like they've almost like planted people there to like make you feel terrible about yourself. Yeah. So
That if I could pick a grades not to go back to, it'd be 6 through 8. Those
I agree with that.
Those are
Those
tough
were
years.
Those were some tough years. I was next to a locker with this kid, and he would get ragged on all the time, and he'd like slam his locker shut. He's like, "That's not my name."
are you sure that was that guy and not you?
No, it wasn't me. Trust
I
me,
mean,
it
you're the
wasn't
guy that
me.
was
Holy
called pussy,
shit.
so I
Well,
feel like
you
there's a
know.
good chance that could have been you.
I remember bullying someone in middle school at gym, and then a bully who was like on a different level of bullying started saved the guy I was bullying and bullied me.
Dude, he's like the boss bully.
Yeah, it's like
It's like a
fuck.
bullying pecking
He is
order.
the El Presidente of bowling.
Yeah,
bullying.
and then the bully of us all told the kid I was bullying to push me into a locker,
Did
and
he?
he did it. He did it. And I
That's
was
the
like,
day he stood up and became a man. And that's the day you kind of died a little.
It is. I got chopped down.
I knew for me, when I would bully people, I targeted women. And then
Jesus Christ.
Is this the segment?
Yeah, this is the segment. Is this the segment? But no, it was. I wasn't. I don't feel like I was a bully. There was one person that I sat in front of, and she was a girl, unfortunately, but she was really quiet. And of course, I'm super loud. And one of my best friends, who's still one of my best friends to this day, was sitting across to me, and I did it because it made him laugh so hard.
So you're just a great guy, you know? It's not your
exactly.
fault.
Again, greater good.
Greater good. Yeah. It's for a laugh.
And she'd be reading, and I'd turn around, and she knew when I was going to do it because I'd stare at her right in her eyes. And I'd lock eyes with her, and I'd put my hand right in front of her book where she's reading, and then I'd rub my hand over it, and I'm like, "You don't like that when I do that, do you? You don't like that."
And your friend would lose it.
My friend would because I was just relentless. I was such an asshole.
You
know what? I want to apologize to that girl. You know who you are. If you are ever listening, I'm very sorry. I was out of line, and I hope that didn't mess with you for the next 20 years of your life.
She probably hates reading now.
I was a terrible human being to her.
She only listens to audiobooks.
That's probably right.
She can't even.
What if I affected her literacy and she couldn't get it? She couldn't even pass college exams.
Poor girl.
Oh my gosh.
Cody, what did you do, man? Because of her, she's probably voting for Trump, dude.
Yeah.
Like you just you're adding to the problem.
That's
man.
true.
You're ruining society.
She's working at McDonald's, voting for Trump.
I wonder if I can
She's
get it
one
back.
of those poorly educated people he loves so much.
Yeah, that's true.
I never learned to read.
Because of Cody.
Because of Cody's
AKA
pussy.
AKA pussy.
Oh, it's hilarious, man.
Yeah, well, we all go through our phases.
Did you hear about the kid from Alabama who he was a double amputee, leg amputee, and he won the state championships of wrestling?
I saw that you had posted a picture of this guy that was basically on his knees.
Yeah,
but he didn't have legs.
He
My
had
question
no legs.
is how do you determine what weight class he is in?
That's a good. Because
maybe
good
he has a little
question.
bit of an unfair advantage there. I mean, he weighs less, but he's still got all that upper body strength.
And he's so much lower to the ground too.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that's true.
And you can't like
and
when
he
you
practices
shoot,
every day walking on those nubs.
Yeah.
Does he have nubs? I mean, where
they looked like they were like wrapped.
is it like
nubs.
Blade Runner style? Like, remember that dude? He's in prison now, I think.
Probably.
They weren't blades. No, it wasn't. I mean, he walked around. It's an interesting video.
Yeah, he has
Impressive.
a low center of gravity. You can't like shoot in on him, and he can like just kind of wriggle out of stuff because there's no leg to grab.
So is that fair?
I don't know, but he's a state champ, and but when he's not wrestling, he's like
Donating his time to homeless shelters.
no, he has prosthetics that make him like 6'5" or something. Like he looks.
Oh, really?
Can I
like
get
tall
prosthetics
as
that make me
shit.
taller? I would love that.
He's tall as shit when he's not wrestling.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, but I was thinking like that. I mean, he's got to be pretty like good at that to be a state champion wrestler. You
I would
know?
think so.
So I was thinking like, what could I do and still be good at it with no legs? And
This?
yeah, yeah, I guess it is.
I couldn't be
But-
good at anything.
But like be excellent enough to be best in the state.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know what I
Well,
can do.
I mean, wouldn't that
hard.
mean like you would have to be like excellent prior to that? Which I mean, I'm not particularly excellent at anything, so I would just be even worse without like functioning legs.
Where you're excellent at being pretty good at everything.
Pretty
That's
good.
true.
Like that's being generous. Like quality mediocre seems more accurate.
So you're the master of being quality mediocre.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's got to be good at something.
Or
Maybe,
should we
like,
change it
being
to-
incredibly average is what it is.
That's true.
Or should we change it to physical activity? Like I could mow the lawn with no legs. Maybe.
I mean, so riding lawnmower, you definitely could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking about it. I like it.
The Oscars.
Big day.
Yes.
Big day it's going to be a big weekend for Leo DiCaprio.
Big
It's
weekend.
about time, really.
He's got to get
I like
something.
DiCaprio, man.
Dude, I'm in his corner every single year. I almost cried when what's his name? McConaughey.
Well, is that Wolf of Wall Street year? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
McConaughey.
Well, I mean,
he did AIDS and.
I mean, some guy struggling with AIDS, or like a
McConaughey-
rich asshole. I mean, you know
Yeah.
who's going to win that?
I felt McConaughey had earned that.
If you do, but it's a formula. If you do like crazy accent or do like tremendous weight loss,
Yeah.
they're gonna they throw you an Oscar. Daniel Day-Lewis every time.
Of course,
He's won like 3
he's also
Oscars.
an amazing actor, though.
He's a good actor, but
He's a good actor, but
he lays
come
on
on,
the
man.
accent, and then they all just give it to him. He's like,
No.
he's the de facto.
No, he becomes the
No,
role that he's
no,
in.
Does he
can't-
though?
Yes.
He's the ultimate method
I
actor.
have never seen a man end up with cerebral palsy just so he could show you that he could have cerebral palsy.
I've abandoned my child.
He's
He won for
amazing.
that, didn't
He's
he?
amazing.
So, like, I don't know if this is 100% true because I didn't research it or anything, but supposedly Daniel Day-Lewis was, like, in a mental hospital at some point. And so he
What?
said, and again, you'll look it up and this probably won't be true and you'll be like he's a dick, but whatever. What I've been told is that he says the greatest role he's ever had was playing a normal person so they would let him out.
What?
May or may not be a real thing. But if it is, it's a cool story.
That would be awesome.
Playing a normal person so they
playing a
let him
normal
out?
person.
Like
Yeah.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Because he has to
no idea
overcome
who
his
he is.
medications. How do I play a normal person on medication?
You think you hide the pill in the tongue thing? I've seen it.
maybe he does that.
As a classically trained actor with a minor in theater from Frostburg State University,
Either one of the
Ooh.
finest.
I
Prestigious.
feel like I'm the authority on this.
Yes.
But you know, method.
Yes, please.
You
tell
can
me.
cut. You can leave it. Like you can go home and be yourself.
Yeah.
You're not going to lose anything coming back to it and then rolling camera. Like it doesn't take that much to get into character. I feel like the whole method thing is an attention grab to like
Oh, yeah.
to be.
Yeah,
Like-
I've been told like a lot of actors like they kind of look down on the method thing because it's like instead of like living on the street to like become a homeless person, you could just like act like a homeless person, like be an actor rather than just like trying to become it.
Yeah, like
I don't know. I'm all right with trying to dive so deep into something that it overwhelms you and it is a part of who you become during that time
Yeah,
period.
I think they just kind of see it as like a crutch though. So it's like,
But if you're good, you could turn it back on.
yeah,
You have trigger,
Yeah, but-
like you
but-
have sense memories.
But method
You-
actors go from the idea that you have experienced that, right?
but you're not.
Well,
You're still pretending.
No, I see it as like
Pretend?
someone who does not like someone from start to finish. Like they get the role, they research the role, and then they are the character the entire time the film or play is being shot.
Which is a very Daniel Day-Lewis thing.
Right. And I mean, even Will Smith, they shot Suicide Squad or whatever.
Yeah.
And
He needed to
they
be
were like,
Deadshot.
they were like, what do you think of what's his name?
Who? Jared Leto?
Jared Leto
Oh, yeah,
as
yeah.
Joker, and he was like, I never met Jared. He's like, he was the Joker the whole time. He's like, I mean, I'm looking forward to meeting him at the awards. And I'm like, that's the worst Will Smith ever.
Yeah, it was like-
Yeah.
Ooh. That's not Will.
Now, a lot of people don't like the images they've seen of his Joker, and I don't know if that's just because like Heath Ledger's Joker was so great.
Yeah,
but
but
they're
it's just
so
such
different.
shit. It's bullshit. Like you do the interview, you're like, you've never met Jared Leto. Give me a fucking break. You know.
He was just being.
He's just the Joker
He's
all
just
the
showing
time.
how crazy he is, though. But I
outta
think
here.
if I don't recall, Will Smith dived kind of into that same realm when he played Ali,
He just was.
Muhammad Ali. I think he dived in that same world when he did Muhammad Ali.
You know, Jenny
Muhammad Ali.
Jenny did a play in Frostburg, and we were dating, and I forget which play it was, but she had to do an accent for it, and she wouldn't drop it for like a few days, and it pissed me off. I was like, just stop.
If you don't stop, I'm not going to marry you in 5 years and impregnate you in 7.
It's like, just cut the accent out, will you?
She stopped, obviously. You married her and you impregnated her.
That's true.
Nice work.
But I don't know. I don't think that it can. I think that you can be yourself while you
Yes.
shoot and not lose anything.
Yes.
Like Daniel Day. But I mean, yeah, Leo's got to win. What do you think will win Best Picture?
I think it'll be The Revenant.
See, I've heard Spotlight is getting a lot of buzz.
Spotlight.
What's Spotlight?
Yeah, it's.
Steve Golan.
Depressing films generally do pretty well. It's the one like about the Catholic Church.
Oh yeah, that's
conspiracy.
right. That's right.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I've heard that's like
The shoe in.
just the buzz for it, but I don't know. I've heard The Revenant is just kind of like depressing and violent. I haven't seen it, but
It's super gritty, violent, and depressing. A lot of
Well,
death.
there's bears.
Yeah, there are bears.
Well, they've got in that show one of the big characters who looks like he's like a cardinal with the church is Henry Reagan, retired Henry Reagan from Blue Bloods.
What?
Len Carew plays Henry Reagan in Blue Bloods, and he is basically the retired New York City police commissioner in the television show, the hit show Blue Bloods.
I forgot you're obsessed with Blue Bloods.
Well, it's an amazing show.
Is that Tom Selleck?
Yeah, and
Tom Selleck is in that. He's
Donnie
Frank Reagan.
Wahlberg.
Donnie Wahlberg, that's right. He's the over-the-top Danny Reagan.
Oh, he is.
Oh, it's on CBS. Yeah, I don't do that.
Dude,
so good.
Donnie Wahlberg is like a bull in a china shop.
He really is.
Is that just because he's a bad actor?
His character is so much fun to watch because he goes in there and in the first 3 seasons he kills everybody he sees.
He has like an hour to solve a crime. Basically.
And really, what he does is he blows people's brains out until he gets his answers.
So is he just basically Mark Wahlberg in Departed? Is that
He
kind of
in
Pretty
a
much.
strange way he is. And his hairline changes every single season.
like for worse or for better?
Well, it's like it's drawn in with different Sharpie. I think this last season was red. It was his first time he did red Sharpie.
Let me set this up for you. One of the first episodes of Blue Bloods I saw, like this girl was kidnapped, okay, and she was a diabetic and she needed her insulin.
Yeah.
So like, not even 10 minutes go by, and Donnie Wahlberg's on the case. They find the suspect, and like the child needs the insulin, so he thinks that this guy is the guy. So without more than maybe 2.5 minutes of questioning, Donnie Wahlberg grabs this man, proceeds to drown him in his own toilet, and then beats him profusely with the porcelain like top of a toilet. And the guy's like, okay, I'll tell you where she is. And then she gets her insulin. But like he has no fucking.
Seems like a lot of violence for insulin.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't just like go and get more insulin somewhere. Like you're a cop. Just,
Exactly.
Like, badge.
Well, they couldn't find her. They had to tell her where she was.
Oh, so the insulin and the girl were missing?
The girl was missing. So this guy knew where the girl was.
Yes.
And then they were going to provide her the insulin.
I loved that episode.
It's great.
It was such a good episode.
Seems like
an
like
intense
my
episode.
girlfriend loves that like Criminal Minds show, and like those plots
That's
are
a
really
good
like
one.
really out there, and this is just like a really like
Trust me, Jordan.
it's like
you'll
it's
watch
like
that
on the
show.
street. It's
I
like
promise
streaming.
you.
It's like a really basic plot. Yeah.
You will.
Yeah.
You will enjoy that.
I don't watch CBS. I kind of
Yeah, I don't watch CBS either.
Yeah,
Trust me.
It just seems like TV for like old people.
It is.
I'm watching
I used
a
to
lot
watch it
of,
with my dad. It was so good.
I'm watching a lot of Netflix Hawaii Five-0 right now. You would not believe the amount of crime in Hawaii on a day-to-day
You
basis.
had no idea. They keep it on one island.
Yeah,
Is there trouble in paradise?
dude, every day like it's going down.
Wow.
And Dano is booking
Is
them.
it every day or is it like once a week when the show's on?
The timeline is so insane that it's like, so that ship blew up, and they're calling it. They had a criminal like calling in fake tornado hurricane warnings.
We're gonna track them down.
They were evacuating the islands because someone had control of the.
How do you evacuate like an island from a hurricane when it's out in the middle of nowhere? Like you take it to the next island over? Like that's gonna be safer?
Yeah, if there's a hurricane in Hawaii, you're just fucked. You're
True.
effed. But
the big enough wave's gonna wipe you and your team out
watch Hawaii. I think you'll like Hawaii Five
because it's so over
That's
the
a
top.
remake, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's beautiful. It's like Michael Bay went to Hawaii. Like all the shots are so like
And
vibrant
like explosions.
yeah, it's
Okay.
it's
I'll have to check it out.
very high production. My boy and I, Jordan from Prop Store, we love that show.
Okay, I'll watch it just to be.
Give it
You know.
give it a shot. You'll love it.
Okay.
These guys are like, yeah, it's insane. And they have like just martial law over there. They're cops, but they can do whatever the hell they want. They just shake down people, shoot people in the face.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah. What the hell? Fassbender's nominated for Best Actor?
He's a solid actor. What's it for?
Steve Jobs. Oh. How many Steve Jobs movies are there?
I think there's been 2.
Oh,
honestly,
yeah, the Ashton
honestly,
one.
I
Well,
don't
if you
think
count
it's
the one
fair.
from like the 90s with like what's his name from ER, Noah Wiley.
Oh, Noah
Then there's
Wiley.
3, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That was
Jobs
a
movies?
well.
Yeah.
It was a made for TV movie.
Pirates of Silicon Valley.
Yeah, exactly. And it was about it was the story of Gates and Jobs.
Yeah, it's
and how they broke off and how Gates stole from Jobs.
Yeah, the whole like Windows thing. Yeah,
And how there was such a great animosity between the two because they were both the same minds in a strange way.
yeah. I think that movie was like pre iPod. If I
Oh,
remember
yeah, it
correctly.
was pre-iPod.
So it was like the
Yeah.
cliffhanger, like what will happen next, and
I heard
Everybody found out.
History,
Bill Gates still was worth $70 billion.
they're both very successful.
And Steve Jobs changed the way we look at communication.
I heard this Fassbender one. It ends before the iPhone too, and it's like why?
I think
It ends
it's
on
I
the
think it's-
announcement
yeah.
of the iPhone.
I think it like takes place during like 2 different like announcements for products. Is like the idea.
Does he die in this movie?
Well, I mean, he dies in real life, so probably at some point they say.
Spoiler alert!
They say, yeah, sorry if someone didn't know. Yeah, so I'm sure like and they do the thing at the end where they show like the real Steve Jobs. You know?
right.
Does they do
Yes,
an end
yes.
credits?
Yeah, they probably do a whole like
It's terrible.
Does Fassbender look
memory.
anything like him? I don't really feel like he does.
I mean, all I've seen
like
of it is
shave
the
his head, throw some
trailer.
glasses on him.
yeah, they're all the same. They're all white people.
Yeah.
They all look the same.
Get him in the method, he'll be fine.
Yeah, it's true. He actually had to live with Steve Jobs' family to get ready for this.
Actually, I heard
And
they
all they
didn't
did
like
was-
it. Yeah.
They didn't?
I've heard there's a lot of criticism from people that love Steve Jobs because rightly they like made him an asshole, which I've heard he was like heinous to his employees.
Dude, I heard a story about Steve Jobs where he would buy a car, a brand new car, and he would have the temporary tags on it, and then he would have that car up until the deadline of getting real tags,
Really?
and then he would get a new car because he didn't want anyone knowing like his plates or like his stuff.
So he'd never transfer the title or anything like that.
Exactly. So he just always bought brand new
Like
cars.
he was like a paranoid guy, like a conspiracy
yeah,
theory guy.
yeah. And he just had the money to be like, all right, get the same car
Next.
again. Yeah, take this one back, get the next car.
Yeah, I mean,
Just so.
So
yeah.
he never had to register the car.
No, just always rode on temporaries.
Well, I mean,
When you got that kind of
when you
money,
got that kind of money,
it's got
I mean-
stupid money. Like think about the things that you can, that are just disposable now that we take for like. If my car goes out, I am destroyed. I am on my ass.
like is he using a toilet once and then like get rid of it, bring in a new toilet?
we don't flush here. Dude,
I only like the seats that are heated once. After the one time, it doesn't get as hot.
even like I'm gonna plug Shaquille O'Neal's podcast, the Big
Okay.
Shaq podcast.
Yeah.
It's a funny ass podcast, but he was talking about the same thing where like he loved Tom shoes, loves Tom shoes. You know Tom?
Shaq
Shoes?
loves
Tom's
Tom
as in
shoes.
like the cheap shoes that they donate one to like poor people,
Right,
Even
that
though
costs like $90.
they're
Yeah,
like
yeah,
terrible
yeah.
shoes, and they find like an even worse shoe to somehow give to these people. Yes,
Exactly.
Yes.
Those are amazing.
I'm
shoes,
familiar
by
with
the
them.
way, Yeah.
He loved Tom shoes.
They make his size.
Exactly. The problem with Tom shoes was that they did not make Shaq's size. So Shaq speaks to the owner of Tom shoes, Blake, and he's like, "What's it take for me to get a pair of like size 25 Toms?" And they're like, "Well, we don't have the machines to make that kind of
Yeah,
of
they just
shoe."
make shoes for like basic white girls.
That's true.
Basic
and then,
bitch.
and then Shaq is like,
Basic bitch.
Shaq's like, "Well, how much is the machine?" And then I think the machine was like $2 million. So he's like, "All right, I'm gonna buy you the machine." And then they buy the machine.
That's good. Tell me more, Shaq. Give me Shaq.
So I tell Blake, look, I like your shoes. I want to buy your shoes. I'm gonna spend $2 million and get you the machine, and then you make me 300 pairs of Toms.
And he did it. He fucking did it.
Now, did he take all 300 pairs, or other big people taking these shoes?
Not only did he buy the machine to make the size 25, he bought 300 pairs of Tom shoes. After that,
I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you this machine, and then anybody else who wants size 25, you tell them I'll buy their shoe for them.
but like, it's crazy. No, he didn't really say
Oh
that.
my God! What a
like-
big heart.
This guy bought 300 fucking pairs of Tom shoes at once.
After he bought the
just throw 'em
machine that
away.
allowed him to make them.
Yeah. It's like, it's
Do you think he then
ridiculous.
sold the machine like after they made the 300 pairs? 'Cause, I mean, like, is he really going to go through that many?
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe.
it was my mother's Tom shoes didn't last very long.
Or maybe he's like Steve Jobs and he wears them once and
Terrible.
then throws them in the garbage.
Forrest Gump, Shaquille O'Neal impression.
It's insane.
Well, I guess I didn't like them shoes.
That's like that's Forrest Gump meets Of Mice and Men.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, Lenny. I like the rabbits, George. I pet the puppy too hard, George. I pet the puppy too hard, George.
Literature.
Yeah, well,
Disposable incomes, man.
yeah, I mean, when you've got the money
like,
and you don't know what
fuck
else to
it.
buy, it's like
Dude, I buy 2 rolls of toilet paper and I'm like, living the life.
it's true.
I don't need this toilet paper, but I'm gonna just fling it.
I'm thinking of doing a dual-sided where I have a roll on each side. In the bathroom. Madeline doesn't know
is
about
that
it yet. but
really necessary?
One day she's going to come home. She's like, why do we have 2 rolls of toilet paper next to the toilet? I'm like, well, I got a right and I got a left hand.
Dual wipe.
Dual wipe, exactly.
Or you just wait.
How does that work exactly?
Like the twist.
You do the twist. Exactly. the
twist
between
with it.
the leg move.
Oh my god.
They're tied together underneath. Anyway, whatever.
What are you gonna do on your LA trip?
I don't know.
So
I
you're
guess-
in LA, yeah. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I
Drew?
guess we're going to a Lakers game, yeah?
No.
The Lake Show?
No, I told you. We couldn't get tickets because they're so stupid
I
expensive.
don't think you mentioned that.
Well, they're too
I was
expensive.
under the
Oh,
impression
boy.
because he's like,
This just got
like
awkward.
I guess Kobe's, you know.
No, we're not going to. We're actually going to a play tomorrow night.
Oh.
We're going to a play called Pocatello, which is actually a city in Idaho, where about 20 minutes south of where I grew up.
So this poor guy comes from Idaho to LA.
I want
And you
him
taking him to
see-
a play about Idaho.
Exactly, because I want him to see how the rest of the world sees his
I think I
home.
know that already.
So,
Pocatello.
but it's a play, Rogue Machine Theater, and they were originally up off of Pocatello or off of Pico Street, and
Nice.
so we're gonna go do that tomorrow night with a couple people. And
It's so LA, man. Plays and yeah.
And it
Good
should
shit.
be good. It's gotten good reviews. It was an off-Broadway play. We'll see how it goes. And then we plan to go up to San Diego on Saturday because we've
Down
got
to San Diego.
down to San
Up
Diego.
down.
We have a mutual friend that is there.
Nice.
So we're gonna go spend some time with him.
Have you been to LA before?
Yeah, but I didn't really spend any like quality time. I think it was just like Universal and like Disneyland.
Nice.
So
Yeah, that was 2010. I came to before I moved out to LA. Jordan and I, another friend that we had, and then another individual that I was with at the time that I was dating. We ended up coming to.
you could say ex-girlfriend.
yeah,
That's
there's an
the thing.
ex-girlfriend of mine.
Individual.
Individual. Madeline's sitting on the couch over there. She's like, "How dare you have somebody else in your life?"
You're not allowed to
before
have a
me?"
past.
I'm stealing that. I'm calling all my ex-girlfriends individuals.
Individuals. No, she don't.
A person of interest.
Yes, she was. And we did a big drive, like
A human individual.
a human. She breathed.
Yeah, not just an individual, a human one.
Human individual that I no longer speak to terms with.
There's no terms.
No terms.
No terms. But we ended up coming down and driving from Boise through San Francisco, and then into Los Angeles. And where did we stay? Oh, I know. We stayed in a Best Western.
Yeah, it was close.
That was
it was
right
close
next to
Angel Stadium.
Disneyland. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. It was very close to Disneyland.
Hot breakfast?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't
Probably.
remember. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a suite. I remember it was pretty nice.
It was a suite. Yeah, it was weird because I didn't sleep with my ex-girlfriend in that bed. I actually slept with Jordan, and then our
That is-
other buddy stayed with
That is
us.
not
Nice.
true. I slept on the couch there. I think you're thinking of the DC trip.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Have you had In-N-Out Burger?
Yeah. No, we went there. Like the first thing, it was like airport, In-N-Out Burger. Like
In-N-Out.
at 11
Jordan's
o'clock.
like, he lands last night, and I pick him up at, I don't know, 11 o'clock. And he's like, so there's an In-N-Out Burger around here?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I
yeah.
hadn't eaten since lunch.
And I'm like,
so-
are you hungry? He's like, yeah, but we don't have to stop.
Michael.
That's the Jewish guilt. I'm very good at that.
Michael, my brother-in-law / producer, he is like, when he first moved out here and when he would come visit, he was like, all I want to eat is In-N-Out.
Every day?
Every airport In-N-Out, on the way home
It
In-N-Out.
hurts my guts.
You don't have it.
I know you don't, but you've got other goodies on the East Coast.
There's such a misconception with In-N-Out Burger that it's so overly hyped that people think who don't eat In-N-Out, when they eat it, they're underwhelmed by it because people have said like, oh my god, it's fucking amazing. But like In-N-Out Burger is delicious.
Yeah.
When it's gone. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, because I actually before I moved to LA, Jordan had always made a big deal about In-N-Out Burger. Whenever we'd go to Reno, there's an In-N-Out Burger in Nevada. We stopped there. Whenever we were, but he's like, we need to have it. I'm like, I don't get it. It's just a cheeseburger, man.
It's a very good cheeseburger, but it's kind of like how Krispy Kreme was. Like, we didn't have one in Boise forever, and like people would like drive to Portland, get Krispy Kreme back, and have like a fundraiser.
Yeah,
and then we got one, and like for the first like 2 weeks, there was like a line around it, and like now no one cares. So,
well, but the thing that I've learned is that In-N-Out Burger, if you have it and it's pretty regular, you get it.
Yeah.
It took me a while, but I get it. I appreciate it. It's very good. It's tasty.
The fries were weird to me at first.
Yes.
I was like, what
I
are
still
these?
fresh
don't
crust?
love
But now I
fries.
love them.
I like Five Guys fries.
I love them.
But
No.
you don't like Five Guys?
No.
Five Guys-
with the Cajun?
It's too greasy for me.
It's too greasy.
there's
and
no
I
such
like their
thing.
burgers because I'm a big fan of meat.
Yeah.
It's a good burger.
I
good
love
burger.
me some meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Meat.
bingo.
Yeah, I also love meat, and I was very disappointed because I accidentally had vegan food for lunch, which,
No meat.
yeah, it's not wonderful.
Today we went to Grand Central Station,
It's really cool.
which is this in downtown LA. If nobody's ever been, they have this big eatery where you walk down and they have all these small little
It's
restaurants.
like a million like food trucks, but they're like permanent.
inside a building or permanent.
I think I've been there.
It's pretty amazing. So they've got a lot of different places, and Jordan decided to go get a bowl of ramen. And the ramen doesn't tell you that, hey, vegan ramen. It just says,
Well, there were signs, but I mean, I'm from Idaho. Like, there's no place that's like
Yeah.
only vegan stuff.
I don't do math and I don't do reading.
thank you.
Pictures.
If I can't put it in my mouth, I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. Show me what I eat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you went there?
Yeah.
She went there, I
so
went
so I get up there and like I already had ordered, you know, and then she asked me, she's like, "Would you like a vegan egg?" And of course, my response is, "What is a vegan egg?" And so it's like they make this egg out of like, I don't know, like vegan ingredients that look like an egg. Like it had the white and it had a yolk, and you could break it. Which
What?
it seems to defeat the purpose of being vegan if you have to recreate the food you're not eating. But anyway,
Yeah.
I'm like, can I get a real egg? You know?
Yeah.
And she's like, well, no, all of our food's vegan. And like at that point, like.
You're
Like
like,
I didn't
God,
want to be
what
that.
have I
I didn't want to be
gotten
that
into?
guy, you know.
Yes.
So I got the food, and like I mean, it wasn't terrible.
It was
but-
like egg-shaped tofu with this weird yellowy yolk thing that was
Yeah.
odd.
It's like when someone calls you and you don't realize they're selling you something until you've already exchanged a few words.
Yeah, I hate that.
exactly.
You're like, God damn it.
We had a homeless woman come up to us when
That
we were
was-
at the train
that
station
was
today,
odd.
and she is like, "Do you have any change, any money?" And Jordan's like, "No, get away!" And he spit on her
No,
face.
I only had a 20. I'm not giving her a 20. I
No,
said,
no, and I said,
don't have any change.
I said, "I think I have a couple dollars," and I
They're all
bought
coins,
my.
yeah.
I
Gave
bought,
her dollars?
Hold on.
It's a whole thing.
Hold on. So I bought my. We bought my train pass with a $20 bill, and the machine spit out Sacagawea dollars and change.
What?
So I had like $15 in Sacagawea coins, and I'm like,
Jesus.
"What am I going to do with these?" And then she comes up and she's like, "Do you have any spare change?" Or
She said
anything?
specifically, "Do you have a dollar?"
"Do you have a dollar?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I think I got a couple dollars." So I pull out the change and I handed them to her, and one of them was a Susan B. Anthony dollar. And she's looking at it. She's like, "I don't know what I can do with this." And she handed it back to me, and she takes the other two and she walks away.
And she sits down. She's like
She's like
20
sitting
feet away
across
from
the
us.
way
She's
from
a
us.
change snob.
Yeah,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So then,
She doesn't even know her own currency.
literally 30 seconds later, she stands back up, walks over, and she's like, "I think I could use that extra dollar."
She's like, I don't need it now, but I might need it later.
"Yes, I
What
might
a
need it later."
pushy little
Right?
thing.
So I'm like, okay, I just laugh and I hand her the dollar, and she walks back, and then she's like talking to us from across the way, which is probably 20 feet from us.
This
And
is
she's
the
like,
strangest
was
interaction.
there
So
anything
weird.
I could do for you?
Do you guys need anything?
Do you guys need anything? Is there anything I can do for you? And we're like,
propose sex.
We don't.
Wait, I don't know.
But
I
it wasn't like in a sexual way. It was like, well, it was almost like, well, you gave me this, so like we have to barter something. Like maybe the rules.
It was
of the
strange.
Street, I don't
No,
know.
guys.
She was out of her mind.
She was offering HJs. She was offering handies.
Like dual HJs or like
I'm
or one
talking
at a time.
doubles.
She's like beating off guys with both hands.
Yes. Double shake weight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Wait.
if you go down to Amtrak and there looks like to be a crazy homeless woman, she's handing out hand jobs for $3 in Sacagawea coins.
But as you mentioned earlier, you will get what you pay for. So.
That's yeah. Jordan and I are walking back, and I'm like, I don't think I'd even want some kind of sexual favor from her for $3.
Well, even if it's
God
like mowing
knows
the
what you
lawn,
get.
as you were saying, it's like maybe it wasn't sexual. Like maybe she's just gonna work for the $3.
What
But
is
anything
she
you're
gonna
gonna
do?
pay her for $3 isn't gonna
Just
be
sing you a
good.
little song.
Yeah.
A little ditty.
Exactly. I didn't know. It was a weird moment.
She was ready.
It was odd. It wasn't like at all like
No.
we weren't like worried.
Right.
We were like more worried for her. It was
It was a
an
strange
odd
moment.
interaction.
It was a very strange interaction.
Well, and it's weird, like, did she have any, like, device to, like, Google Susan B. Anthony's? Like, what?
No, I actually when
I think she just had iced tea.
that's the odd thing. She said, I don't know what to do with it. I'm like, well, it is $1. So
so
you
you
can
told
do
her.
whatever you want with it. It's a
it
regular
seemed
dollar.
like
It's
she
a
thought
Susan
no one
B.
would take
Anthony
it,
dollar.
though.
And she's like, they won't take this.
I don't know who they is.
I don't know either. She was in generalities.
yeah, I don't
Well,
know.
I'll tell you what, she's getting duped because someone's like, oh, those can't be used.
Let me
I'll
take it off your hands.
I don't know. I know, like, when I've traveled to other countries, like, they won't take, like, American bills that are, like, X amount old. So, I don't know if that's
Interesting.
it.
Well, that's a counterfeit reason, I imagine. They're easier to counterfeit.
No, I meant, like, people, like, anyone, yeah. But I see what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that was weird today. We took the train from Universal Studio City, the Red Line. And
Yeah.
it's the first time I'd really taken the train from
Like the
in
subway.
LA, the subway. So
I've done it.
yeah, it's okay. It's cool.
I do it. I used to do it a lot on Sunday football. Like I'd do the North Hollywood Red Line into Hollywood.
Oh, really?
Watch the game, come
Zip back out.
What game are you
Yeah.
seeing?
Skins guy.
What's the scariest thing happening in your life right now? Go.
Just trying to get this house finished.
So you own a home?
I do own a home.
See, look at that, Dan.
Homeowner.
Homeowner.
Well,
right
to be
next
fair,
to
like
us.
again,
Ding, ding,
it's
ding.
not it's Idaho, it's not LA, so it's like they pretty much just like hand it to you when you like.
Jordan, tell me how many square foot your house is?
It is about 2,300.
Holy fucking Jesus.
He's living in a mansion, right? What did you pay for your 2,300 square foot home?
195,000.
Damn.
Yes, he basically handed somebody 3 Sacagawea coins, and they gave him a 2,300 square foot fort.
And a
I mean,
double
that's
HJ.
yeah, exactly. They're like, is there anything else we can do for you?
Dude, that would be like $5 million in LA.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, plus like it's like a $7 Uber ride from downtown, and it's on a park.
That's amazing.
$7 Uber ride,
Congrats. What do you
$7
have-
Uber ride, or a $15 horse ride.
You can get a horse ride?
Bareback.
Bareback.
If you want a saddle, it's an extra $5.
No way.
Yeah.
What do you got to do to the house?
We've done quite a bit. I mean, not really me as much. Like I can do like grunt work, like painting and ripping up floors and stuff. But
Yeah.
like anything that actually needs to look good, like we hire someone. So we did like a little kitchen remodel. Threw granite in there. I was showing you pictures and stuff.
Yeah, they look good.
New floor, new carpet. We had to paint like walls, ceilings, trim, doors, because like
Fuck.
the place was like it's really weird. So the place was like it's like 30 years old, and they replaced things you wouldn't expect, like brand new like heating, cooling. It's got a humidifier. It's got a brand new roof, brand new garage door. It's got toilets that like flush. You just like wave your hand over them, they flush. Like,
What?
weird things like that? But
Like Chicago O'Hare.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, but I feel like it has like it had like original carpet. So it's like apparently they did not care how the place looked. So
They wanted like the good stuff working.
yeah, I guess so.
It's like, I can't afford clothes, but I got the newest iPhone.
yeah. So I mean, it's coming along. It's just God, things always take longer than you expect they will.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Faux show. Did you hear about I don't know if this is gonna work, but there's a dog. There's an airplane. They're training like this team of dogs to fly it.
I'm sorry?
There is.
Could you repeat that, Dan?
There is a group of people
Yes.
that are training a group of dogs to pilot an airplane.
Like a passenger airplane?
I don't know if it's that far, but like
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I swear to God,
We have like drones now. Like
Are they a specific breed of dog?
I think they're
Border Collie.
I think
Definitely
they're
Border Collie.
terriers.
They're terriers of sorts. So they put all these Scottish terriers into a small Cessna airplane, and they say, "Fly this plane." They bark, and in unison they start.
is it like fly or die? Like
Really?
It's like
Is this a government funded project?
It's I don't know. Shit. Hang on, let me pull it up.
Is this an art project that they're trying to do?
Pet air travel, nope. Dogs.
Let me just Google dogs flying planes and see if that.
Just look up terrier in Cessna. You'll find it. Okay, while you're browsing that, I want to speak something. Is that cool?
Do it.
So every morning I wake up and I turn on the television, and the news comes on. And every morning there's 3 channels. There's 3 major channels: NBC, ABC, CBS. Right? Mm-hmm. And every morning there's a car accident of sorts. And every morning, all of those car accidents involve motorcycles. Every single morning. So my point to this is, if you are a human being, why would you put yourself on that pedalless bicycle that goes 200 miles an hour?
Dude, it's ridiculous.
Why would you do this?
Me and Michael drove to the Galaxy game yesterday, and this guy is in a t-shirt weaving through traffic at like 80, and there's like, dude, you fall, you're dead.
It's not even that like mentality that you can go out and do whatever you want. Every day you're on that bike on a highway anywhere from Palmdale south, the percentage of you dying has to increase 15 to 20 times over somebody that sits in their 4-door sedan.
Skyrocket.
It's got to skyrocket.
If you are a motorcycle owner, please write us and tell us why you think it's a good idea.
And it's funny because I know people that are big time motorcycles. Are you a motorcycle rider, Jordan?
No, I like living.
Yeah, but but you did have a motorcycle.
Kind of. I never like actually rode it. I was actually just kind of like holding it for street meet Eric. Yeah. My dad had a motorcycle and he laid it down and then decided to quit riding. So
Was that the worry? Was there a worry there?
I think so. I mean, like he literally like had to stop quickly, and he went down and like broke his collarbone and punctured a lung, and that was like not even hitting someone else. So I think you know, like it's.
Well, let me tell you something. On the LA news, if you get hit by a car, they're going to show your knees down on the news. Like, the police in Los Angeles, if you are a motorcycle rider, they don't give you the respect of covering your whole body. Every morning you see these car accidents, it's like face and body down to your knees, so you see their feet a lot of the time. It's really messed up. But I just can't get on board with riding motorcycle.
Yeah.
I can see it if you lived in like the suburbs and you're like taking a Sunday stroll, you know?
Yes.
But there's some aggressive like Kawasaki Ninja
Drivers.
shit
Yeah.
in t-shirts. I saw a dude riding one with no shirt.
Yeah.
It's just fucking stupid.
Because they realize, they're like, well, if I get in an accident, I'm
What's
dead
the
anyway.
difference?
What's the
Yeah.
point of me wearing a helmet?
You're putting a lot of faith in other people to drive correctly, and other people have like proven to be terrible.
Yeah,
So,
trust me, I've been driving on those roads.
Remember how many times you skinned your knee when you were a kid?
Exactly.
I think if I skinned my knee today,
Yes.
I would weep. Like just falling with shorts on.
Because you haven't skinned your knee in years.
Yeah.
You don't
You
realize
should
that.
practice it more. Really,
I would fucking cry and like wallow in sorrow.
I had one incident on a 2-wheel motorized vehicle. When I was 13 or 14, one of my buddies had a moped. And I had a gravel driveway. And then it would turn to cement. So he drives over. He's like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, cool. Let me drive that bike. I want to go around the neighborhood. And they mopeds run like 25 to 35 miles an hour or something like that. Maybe they hit 45.
Yeah.
And I brought it back, and I'm pulling in to my driveway, and the wheels hit the gravel, and it just comes out from underneath me. And I just slide down the driveway, so I cut up the whole side of my leg. And I'm like, if that's what happens on a moped, I'm a dead man on a motorcycle.
You are a dead man. Yeah. Jenny's best friend, Jessica, she had a scooter, like a 50cc, 100cc little scooter. And she went out of town or something, and she had to leave it with us. This is one of our first years living in LA. And I was like, can I ride it? She's like, well, it's not a toy, but you can ride it if you want, I guess. And I was like, okay, cool. I guess that means I can ride it. So, of course, I use it like a toy, and I ride it up to Brandon's house. And no helmet or anything. I just drive it up there like bing, bing, bing. It was so fucking fun. And then I'm like, Brandon, get out here. I got a scooter. And then he comes out. And he's like, oh, it's awesome. And then I'm like, yeah, check this out. And I drive it down the street, turn around, drive it back. Then Brandon gets on it, and I was like, "Yeah, go, just take it back and bring it around." He has the wheel cocked and twisted, like to the left.
Yeah.
And he sits on it, and then he just fucking guns it.
He does like a Fonz move.
Yeah, he fucking guns it. He has no idea where the brakes are or anything. So he just does this little fucking bottleneck spin out, and
amazing.
then he falls. He's got his ankle under the thing. The whole side of it's scratched. I'm like, what are you doing?
Wow.
Why? Yeah, he had a sprained ankle. I was like, Jesus Christ! Now I gotta explain this.
Just dangerous toys.
They are. They're big boy toys. I found that article, and it's
you did. You found the article on the dogs, on the terriers flying the Cessna.
Yeah, and it's better than I thought.
What is the source of this exactly? Is it like The Onion or something?
I saw it on. I heard it on KFI radio because I'm 70 and I listen to AM radio.
They talk really quietly, monotone.
So all right, I'm just gonna read it.
Flying an airplane.
Dogs might fly. Britain's smartest dogs, the smartest. Britain's smartest dogs are set to take part in a TV challenge to see if they can be trained to fly a light aircraft. 12 rescue dogs will be given the chance to reach for the sky as part of a new TV show to find the world's first canine pilot. They were whisked away to a Sussex mansion for 10 weeks of training and problem-solving tests ahead of the flying challenge. The dozen dogs taking part in Sky One's Dogs Might Fly were chosen from the 100,000-plus stray dogs picked up by the UK councils in 2014. Here's a quote. People give up on them too easily, and this series will show us why we shouldn't. Explained presenter Jamie Theakston. They're just as deserving and just as intelligent, he added. Even if a dog has been deprived of human contact or has been badly treated, it is just as able and motivated to initiate a new relationship with a human very quickly. Wow.
Are you sure this just isn't like a
feel
scam to euthanize a ton of dogs at the same time? Oops, they crashed. Who would have thought it would have happened?
It's very possible.
I feel like this is The Onion.
Yeah, it feels like The Onion.
It isn't.
What is the name of it? Is it The Current? Because that's satire also.
Is Telegraph satire? .co.uk? It's an England thing.
I don't know. Maybe someone can write in and see if this is real or not.
Yeah, tell me if this is real. But dog on a... Fuck. There's all this stuff. Yeah,
that's a real...
New UK reality show, Dogs Might Fly, will teach dogs to fly.
Well, obviously anybody in the UK will watch anything.
But hey, it's original.
Yeah.
At least it's original.
It is original.
It's not original. Fucking Deadpool 3.
Oh. Nope, you're right.
X-Men 20.
Well, if these dogs can fly a plane, then maybe next season we can teach them to drive a submarine.
I will watch. The sad part is I will watch that. And then season 2, rats drive go-karts. I'm in.
Oh, game over.
I'm in.
So sitting across from you guys, and actually Mike here as well, the three of you have the most manly beards
Oh, we bearded up,
of
son.
anybody I've ever seen. And it's getting, Jordan's is long and straight. And it's almost like he uses a straightener on his face.
His is
It's
very
called a
well
comb.
kept.
He uses a comb.
It's a
Okay,
comb.
he's got a comb or a brush, as most people know it.
I've invested in 2 combs now.
So what's the fascination and desire to have these facial things? I don't like to have a beard. I got a little stubble just because I'm lazy,
Yeah.
but not because it's not a statement. Why? I want to know why.
You want to take this one?
Yeah, Jordan.
Yeah,
why?
I mean, like, I look like I'm 12 without it, and I have like a round face with no jaw, so it kind of like
It
brings
gives
it
you some
together.
angularity.
Yeah,
really, you're able to shape your face with the beard.
yeah. It's like an accessory for my face, but the reason like it's long is honestly the girlfriend likes it long, and
Your girlfriend likes it.
she does. I'm not allowed
Wow.
to shave. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could, but
Yeah.
she really likes it long, and it's not like it's difficult to have a beard. It's much easier than shaving, so it works
Jenny
out.
hates mine.
She does.
She's
Do
like,
you
when
use-
is this gone?
Do you use
Every
beard
day.
grease though? Because the beard grease makes it soft and nice.
Yeah, I have the oil and I have some cream now. that I comb in
Mike,
there.
do you use oil and a cream? What do you use?
I just let it go.
He's scruffed
He's all
out. Is yours
natural.
all
Scruffed
like hard
My
and
kid is pretty
bristly?
scruffy, yeah.
You got to get a comb and some oil.
Yeah, I could never. I don't do it. I have no desire
But
to have that.
Can
much
you
facial
grow
hair.
a full beard? I mean,
I
it looks,
could,
pretty, it
and it
looks
would be-
pretty patchy.
Yeah, well, you know.
Once you get to this, though, it doesn't itch.
No, not at all.
You-
It's
you
like a
have-
pillow for your face.
There's a phase where like it's like but once you get past it, it's just there.
Just becomes a part of you.
Yeah,
It is a part of you. It's growing on your face.
Oh,
this is
that's true.
I've had this since the end of November. Mine started with the Movember stash.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
And then I was like,
I'm just gonna let it go.
I'm gonna keep going.
How
yeah.
long are you going?
I don't know. And see, now that Jenny's pregnant, it's like my solidarity beard.
Does she
That's
also
true.
have a beard?
No, like she's growing a baby. I'm growing a beard.
Same thing.
We're together. This is my.
So when you see another man with a beard, do you feel like it's easier to approach them?
It's not like a Jeep thing. Do you know? I've heard.
Yeah,
there's
like,
a,
oh,
there's
you own a Jeep?
thing.
I got a Jeep.
I
Yeah,
heard
we're
there's
like,
a Jeep wave.
there's a Jeep wave.
Yeah,
There's
like,
not a beard
Is
wave.
it like the motorcycle, like little?
Yeah, I heard like for if you have a Wrangler and you pass another Wrangler, you send them one of those.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of nice. It's bringing
You
people
have a
together.
Jeep, right?
Patriot, yeah.
Have you given anybody the?
Let's do that. Let's do the old.
Yeah, just the 3 fingers. Hey,
What a bunch of pretentious douches.
yeah, I haven't seen any kind of beard nods yet.
Okay.
But I
Jordan,
have-
have you? I mean, in Idaho, that style and that look.
I haven't gotten
pretty
any looks. I
popular.
think it'll probably be like the stroking the beard, or maybe like the twirling of. the
Oh yeah,
mustache.
I love doing this.
Yeah, it's
I
great.
absolutely love
People think you're thinking about something really deep when you stroke your beard, but
Yeah.
there's nothing going on there.
it, and I like twisting it and pulling it. I don't know why, but I do. I want to do the curly.
Oh yeah, like
curly
the
stash.
villain, the old school
Yeah.
villain mustache curl.
Yeah, it's just
You gonna
things that,
tie
like-
Jenny to the railroad tracks?
Yeah, it's
Nobody's gonna save you now, sweetheart.
or the sawmill. That's
Yeah, the
classic,
sawmill,
yeah.
exactly.
for me. It's just things that like I've never done before, so I want to do them.
Yeah, it's nice.
That
It makes
makes
it look
sense.
like you're smiling all the time because it's like, yay!
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really creepy.
You're welcome.
No, it's super creepy.
Yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
get some product in here.
Yeah.
But yeah, every day though, like since I've had it for what December, January, 3 months basically, I go through phases where I'm like, we're shaving that tonight,
Wow.
and then I'll be like, what were you thinking, Dad? Keep growing that.
How could
thing."
you do this to your face?
Yeah, so there's a love hate at this point.
Okay. All right. Well, that answers a lot of my questions. Thank you, gentlemen.
Beard up.
You're welcome.
Beard up. Ride
Get
that
ready,
horse.
get ready, Maddie.
I'm not growing a beard, Madeline. It's not happening.
Having beards.
No beards here. Beardless. Thank you for listening to episode 23 of the Dan and Kody podcast. And thank Jordan M. Harris for giving his time to talk to us about his gross beard.
Thanks for having me.
Subscribe, bitch!
Everybody play themselves down to shit, alright.